Hey, 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 welcome back to Mondays in the Meditation Room with Dr. K from Midlife Musings. Hey, y'all, hey, welcome. If it's Monday, then that means it's time for our special set aside, set apart time for us to gather and share. Welcome to Mondays in the Meditation Room with Dr. K for Midlife Musings. It is a part of Enlightened Woman Enterprises in which we are just so elated and excited and purpose that this is the safe and sacred space for all things enlightenment and empowerment of Black women in midlife and beyond, where we are redefining what it means to be in midlife. We are reimagining, reorienting, rebirthing ourselves into the best, most amazing and authentic version of ourselves. This is an opportunity for possibilities and new possibilities and dusting off those dreams and those ideas and walking fully forward confidently in them. Why? Because you rediscover the joy of being you and you know who you are, aware, alive, awakened, and authentic. So come on in the room. Come on in the room. Go ahead, call a sister, text a sister, email a sister, and invite her to join us in the room on tonight. Yes. Whew. I got my Yeti. It was a gift from Lisa and Jeff Chandler as we did I'm sorry, not a women's event, we did a couples event. And they are the best gift givers ever. And they're always so personal. And you're like, how did you know? But they gave this, it says Dr. K. Do y'all see that? It keeps all my stuff cold forever, hot forever. I just love it. And so just drinking my water. How about you? How much water did you drink today? That's a whole nother conversation, right? For another day. But welcome. We got our Mondays in the Meditation Room theme song going. I just love it. Make me want to just chill. It's a vibe. It's a vibe to be in this space as we talk about all things Black women, midlife, the pauses, all the pauses, perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause, all the pauses, right? And I love even just saying that word pause because it's the season we get to pause and reevaluate our life, where we've been, who we are, and where we are going. So come on in the room. How y'all doing? Say hey, say hi, say something so I know you're here. Or even if you're watching on the replay, leave some comments because we always get to go back and visit and start a whole conversation with the whole tribe. It's not just me, but it's our whole tribe vibe that we teach each other, support, and encourage each other. Today, I have on my Girl Trek sweatshirt, and it says, "We are Harriet." So you know my spirit aligns with any organization that lifts up Harriet Tubman, right? Because she is my shero. I just love her. Hey, Kimberly, welcome. Come on in, come on in. And Girl Trek is an organization that started the revolution of women's wellness as resistance to the oppression, the sickness, and just the overall non acceptance of Black women as who we are. And being well in our being is an act of resistance, right? And so just visit Girl Trek. I want to say it's .org, but visit Girl Trek, read about them and the amazing work they've been doing. And they have like chapters or organizations all around the nation, I want to say all around the world, of women who take care of themselves just by walking. And you can catch up with them, listen while you walk. It's educational, it's empowering, it is absolutely amazing. And so, as we come into the middle of July, do y'all believe it? We're in halftime. We are halfway through the year of 2023. And so I wanted to just take a moment to talk to you from this thought about um, having a radical reset and what that means to have a radical reset. It's almost like halftime of any sports event, of a game, right? And more in particular, football always comes to mind when they go back. Order, it's an opportunity for them to assess what happened in the first half of the game, right? And then course correct or have new strategies for the rest of the game, third and fourth quarter. And here's the thing, don't be full of, angst or anxiety or stress or worry about how much more you wanted to do or what you didn't get done and time is running out. Can I tell you, uh, most games can possibly be won in the fourth quarter at the end of the year, because there has been a shift at that halftime of their strategy and their focus. And that can also be true for you and I as we enter into the second half of this year. And so I just wanted to just take a moment and say, how you doing? Where are you in this moment? The truth of the matter is most of us have not been taught to reflect, to contemplate, to stop, to look back and address and or assess or reassess where we are. We're so busy going, going, going. We've been conditioned to keep it going, keep our head down and keep pushing and keep doing and keep pushing and keep doing. We're not making any headway or progress in life. We may even feel stuck. The first thing we really need to do is stop and get still, right? Stop and get still. Have you given yourself permission or taken the time to reflect on the days that have already gone by? Have you given yourself permission to reflect and think about your life? Have you located yourself, right, from the living of the first half of your life? Even though we're already in just the first half of 2023 has gone by, but for many, a lot has happened. There could have been some life transitions happening, some good, some not so good. You may have experienced already some disappointments, loss, wins, gains. You may have undergone some really anxiety inducing transitions and transformations, anything from change of a job or retiring, the loss of a loved one, um, how you're feeling in your body. You may not feel at home in your body, which is absolutely normal in this season of midlife as our bodies are shifting and changing, our hormones are fluctuating, all kinds of things are happening spiritually, emotionally, mentally, relationally, finances. And a lot of times in midlife, we are focused so much on our future and do I have enough? Am I prepared? And what is my life going to look like as I move forward? One of the best ways not to get overwhelmed by all of those thoughts is to stop and to get quiet. And really, sometimes when we stop and get quiet and take a real look back over our lives and celebrate the wins So, or celebrate the fact that you was able to get up every morning. Celebrate the fact that if you're a caregiver, you're still here, right? And that you have been graced to do what you're doing. You may have started something new, a new adventure, a new job, a new business, or just decided to really focus on your self care, whatever it is, over this last year. I mean, not last year, these last 6 months. What can you find to celebrate, right? And what can you find that you may need to recalibrate to be where you want to be? And here is the question that we don't often ask ourselves because we're busy doing it for other people. What is it that you want? Whew, that's a loaded question. What is it that you want? Do you know the majority of the time women feel guilty for even thinking about what they want, not let alone going after what they want? In this moment of radical reset. And why do I call it radical reset? Because sometimes we just steamroll through a year, then we look back and we're like, what happened? Where did the days go? How did this year go by so fast? And I lost touch with myself, with my family, with my loved ones, with my friends. I lost myself because we have not been conditioned to stop along the way, to leave some markers and to assess what we've learned and what else we need to do or not do. That was my good one. So, like, did you even have any goals or set any intentions for the year? How did you show up for yourself this year? And here's the thing: this is a safe place. This is a no judgment zone. If you didn't do a vision board, if you didn't write down your goals for the year, if you didn't write any intentions for the year, okay. It is what it is, right? What is it that you need for yourself in this season? Maybe you needed not to have any goals. Maybe you needed not to have meditated and came out with intentions for yourself. Whatever it is, it's all right. Why? Because it's over now. It's past. You can't go back. You can't change it. You can't fix it. And so, what I always like to say is count your blessings, cut your losses, and be prepared to move forward. Don't get stuck in January or February or March or April or May or June or even yesterday, right? Get what you need from it and then move forward, or leave what you need to leave there and move forward, right? So how really do we move forward, right? Is just look at it and be okay with it, accept it and embrace it so you don't start feeling pressure. If you had a great things happening, don't make that the plumb line for everything else, because then you feel pressure moving forward, or you'll feel regret moving forward. Let it be what it is, let it be what it was, and then look forward to the present moment and the days you have to come with an eye of being your most authentic self and focusing on that which is your North Star. I love this part. I remember reading it in a book, and I'm going to have to make sure I get the title to share it with you. But I've heard it on so many coaching sessions, in my training, in my certification, and in the books to read it. They ask you often, what is your North Star? Or really, what are your personal values? What are those things that are important to you? Those things that you base your decisions and your words and your life upon. What is your North Star? What is that thing that provides you grounding and direction and guidance and stability? Your purpose. What is that desire? What is that thought? For some, say for instance, truth, it could be a part of your North Star, meaning it is very important for you to be authentic. It's very important for you to walk in truth and honesty and transparency and vulnerability. And so that guides how you interact with other people. It guides how you make decisions, and it governs your character and how you show up in the world. So what is it? Take the time, and sometimes it shifts, and sometimes that's just at the core of who you are. That you are the only one can determine what that is, so that everything you do as your purpose, it is built upon your values. It's built upon that North Star. What is that purpose? What is that thing that grounds you or brings you back? Because sometimes we can get off course, right? And I had to really go inward and do some introspection. And like, what is my North Star? And it took me a minute, and that doesn't mean it's not going to change or evolve or be fluid, but I realized that um, love and justice and family and service and all of that undergirded by my relationship with God is my North Star. So that I know that if my relationship with God is off, everything else is off. If I'm not operating and motivated by love and kindness and honoring my family, then I'm off, right? And you know when you're off, right? And this is the perfect time to stop and take an assessment and figure out where you are. Where are you? Are you feeling stressed? Are you feeling overwhelmed? Are you feeling pulled in so many different directions? Are you feeling inauthentic? Are you being who other people expect you to be instead of being yourself? Then what do? Right? What are you willing to do or not do to make progress towards your next and most whole self, right? You might have to write some things down. You might have to have a conversation with somebody close to you and ask those questions. What do you see? What have you noticed about me lately? Do I seem off kilter? Do I seem like I'm stressed? Or do I seem at peace? Do I seem joyful? And you can trust, you should have somebody in your life that you can trust to ask those questions to, that might help you recalibrate, help you get back to your center. And here's a good one: get back to yourself. That's good, right? So what are you willing to let go? We don't like to talk about that because we always taking on more, putting more and more on our plate. When sometimes when you take a moment to contemplate and reflect, you need to take stuff off your plate, not put more stuff on your plate. And I don't know about you, but as I'm in this midlife journey and as I'm going and growing and determined to evolve and grow into my best self, or really release her, right? And reveal her, because I believe I already am and have what I need to be who God has made me to be. I realize I want things simpler, not more complicated. Woo! Do y'all hear that? I want things to be simpler, not more complicated. Mm-mm. I want to do less, not more. And I want it to flow from within, from my relationship with the Holy Spirit, that I am flowing with the Spirit and not from expectations or driven or some outward idea of who I'm supposed to be. Most women are so unhappy and feel stressed because they feel like they need to look a certain way, be a certain way, show up a certain way, fit everybody's expectations, and it's not who they are, and it is driving them to desperation. When we have to embrace our bodies, if we're in midlife, whatever's going on with us, when we are dealing with hot flashes or not being able to sleep well, initially going through this process, dealing with brain fog, maybe even some weight gain, you have to learn how to be patient. You and I had to consider showing as much compassion and patience with our own self as we do for other people, right? And be kind and speak well of ourselves. So I'm encouraging all of us in this moment for a radical reset. How do we go into these next several months with greater clarity and greater peace? Because that's, ooh, y'all, can I tell you, that's it for me. I just want my peace. Right? And I have to begin to allow people to be who they are and be where they are and not take on their life. Because I need the energy that I have to live mine. My friend Pastor Vita would say, if you like it, I love it. I need to drink some water on that one, y'all. Y'all get that right. If you like it, I love it. Whether I think is what's best for you, and the truth of the matter is, we don't really know what's best for anybody. That is a conversation and a concern between that person and God. Wow, even for the people closest to you that you absolutely love, even if you married to them and sleeping with them, you still don't know all that God is doing. So at best, you can ask the Holy Spirit to reveal, right? And then continue to pray, because we don't always know what God is absolutely doing with everybody. Because the truth is, we ourselves don't always know what what God is doing, and we have to seek God and trust God and take it one step, one day, one breath at a time. So in our sacred space today, come on, I love it. I'm here seeing the comments. Come on, y'all. Yes, Kimberly, simple is the way. Yep. Benita says, when my spiritual disciplines are off, I get off track. Yes. I'm telling you, I know when I've had too many days where I have not spent enough time or I've gotten off of my schedule. Here's the thing, you can create your spiritual disciplines and you can do them. Give yourself room to let it flow however it looks. It doesn't have to look the same every day. For me, sometimes I do my movement, my workout, whatever, prior to even my prayer and study time, right? And because sometimes that helps me get some stress off and I can focus better when I'm in my time with God. Or I'll do my meditation and my prayer time, my Bible reading, all of that first. And then, and I'm okay. I've learned how to be comfortable enough in my relationship with God and the Holy Spirit that the Holy Spirit will lead me in it. And the Holy Spirit is not standing over me with a whip saying, you didn't do it right. You didn't do it as long today as you did it yesterday. I'm learning how to flow, even in my relationship with God, even with the Holy Spirit, to trust and rest in that relationship, that I focus on the things that are important, that matter to God, that matter to me, and in my service to humanity, right? And then I flow. And that's where I want to get. And that's why I'm continually asking the Holy Spirit to help me mature and evolve to a place where I flow with the leading of the Holy Spirit and I live my life, lead my life through inspiration, not desperation, and not being driven. Woo! I love it. So in this season, as I recalibrate, I'm not trying to do anything that's heavy. Because remember, even Jesus said, are you weary, heavy laden, right? Take my yoke upon you. It's easy, right? Don't be unequally yoked. We always say that that's about two married people when they're unequally yoked, one saved and one not, all of that. Do you know you can also be unequally yoked in the spirit? You can yoke yourself to world opinions or systems that cause you to carry the whole burden of your life. When God says, follow me, listen to me, right? I will lead you. What I'm doing with you and for you is not heavy, it's not a burden. So when we're out of sync and we're not flowing with the spirit, we're working too hard. Woo! Man, I love it. So as you prepare to enter into the next half of this year, don't even get stressed about that. But what I'm saying is begin to make that a part of your spiritual discipline to create those markers in your life where you stop and reflect and say, is what I'm doing hindering my growth? Am I evolving? Am I healing? Or is it causing me more stress and angst and anxiety? What can I do to return back to my North Star, that place in God and in my purpose that gives me direction, that gives me guidance, stability, and purpose, right? Because y'all know the actual North Star, right? That that is in the northern hemisphere, and it is that which towards the axis of the earth points, right? It creates that stability. And the North Star is the brightest and the one that we can see with the naked eye. It's that star that our ancestors followed on their way to freedom. It was the thing that was right there that allowed them to know that they were going the right way, that led them to freedom. So, for us, it's the same way. Just get quiet for a few days. Set a day aside, a couple of moments during the day, and talk to yourself. What is it that I want? What is it that I feel the Spirit is leading me to do and to be in this moment? Ooh, can I tell you, when you begin to trust the genius of God for your life, you will stop working so hard, and I will. Is it easy? Absolutely not. That's why I love the fact that you can reset, you can recalibrate, you can start over. Woo! We are so um, shackled by Earth's timing that it can mess us up. I'm learning how to go with God's timing. If I haven't done it yet, then I wasn't supposed to do it before then. And then I need to check in to see if it's something I still need to do. And when I do it, it will be right on time. Wherever you are in this moment, if you can't change it, then you're right where you're supposed to be. Yeah. Stop beating yourself up. Trust God. Set again. Renew and allow. So here's where I want you to pray about what is that one thing you may need to do differently, major or minor, right? Because one of the books I read, Atomic Habits, is not doing something huge and big. The greatest thing that leads to permanent and effective change is one thing that you do a little bit of. You just make a minor adjustment that can have a major impact on your life, right? That could be getting up 15 minutes earlier, or that could be taking a deep breath before you speak. It could be writing down some notes because you know your midlife brain fog is going to cause you to forget. So be all right with writing down what you need to do for the day. Don't get mad every time you go to the grocery store and then you forget stuff, then you mad, then you cussing at everybody. Just write a list, write it down. Because your brain fog, that midlife brain, that perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause brain is like, I'm trying to conserve some of these brain cells for the next aha moment and place for your life. Mm, I love it. I love it. I love y'all. Can I tell you, We are getting ready to have the most amazing transformative gathering for women in midlife on September 23rd, the Serenity Experience, Well Worthy Wealthy. It's going to be Saturday, September 23rd. Y'all, I wonder, can y'all see this? Can y'all see this? My glasses are fogging up. You know, when people don't believe hot flashes and stuff like that is real, just put some glasses on and and then when they start fogging up, show people this stuff is real. We are not making this up. That's why you have to find a doctor, a nutritionist, right? A fitness instructor, somebody that is sensitive and know what it's real like, that is not just in your head and not just try to brush you off and say, oh yeah, it's menopause, ain't it? No. You need somebody who is well versed, who is intelligent and intentional about walking with you through this journey. Woo! Kimberly says, yes, she can use her calendar and honor it as her adjustment. Oh man, that is so good. So good. Because really, the wisdom that we need to adjust our lives so that it can be simple and we can keep our peace and we can have clarity, right? We already have the wisdom. We just need to embrace it and stop trying to be and do what everybody else is doing, because that might not work for us. Use your inner wisdom of the Holy Spirit and say, give me a strategy. Just give me one little thing I might need to tweak that will make all the difference in the world. Right. So let me get back. Saturday, September 23rd at the Pearl Modern Spa and Boutique. I'm so excited. We are going to gather together and really talk about how we can um, equip ourselves to rediscover ourselves, to master our midlife inner life, so that we are walking in the most confident, free, and whole, authentic selves that we can possibly be. You can go to enlightenedwoman.global, enlightenedwoman.global, and click on Serenity Experience for more information and to register today. You still got enough time to take advantage of payment plans, right? Making in 2 payments or 4 plans or 4 payments, no interest. It's just like Klarna and Afterpay and all those places. They are the best thing ever, y'all. It's just a modern day layaway plan to buy stuff. Well, guess what? Come on, invest in yourself, put it on layaway plan, and make sure you are there. Bring a sister with you. It is going to be phenomenal. And as we get closer, we're going to talk more and more about the things that we're going to talk about. You can upgrade to VIP and then come hang out with us Friday night for our hormone happy hour. Hot flashes, libido, emotions. Oh my. But it's going to be fun. When we talk about it, we're going to have a good time. So I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Go ahead and register today. Get your spot, because we are intentionally, we actually, the last time I looked, we only had 10 more slots. So I am absolutely sure that between now and September, those 10 spots are going to be gone. And then guess what? We're also offering you the opportunity, if you want to stay over, stone's throw away from the Pearl, walking distance, very, very short drive, the Meriwether Lake House Hotel. If you want to stay over, you also see a link on the website where you can get your room. Last I checked, there was only 5, maybe 4 rooms left. And once those are gone, they are gone. That way you can make it a getaway and come on, hang out. Because guess what? We're doing something different. We're not starting to the afternoon, around 2ish. And we're opening with afternoon tea and lunch and going into our sessions. And it's a full service spa, y'all. Y'all can do some movement classes, get some spa treatments. Now, here's the thing. They book up really early. So we've been talking about it for months. So if you've registered, I hope you made some spa appointments already, but you can do that in the morning before or after, or some movement classes, or just chill out in your room or come hang out in Columbia. The mall is across the street with lots of shopping, and um, there's a boutique there in the spa. There's plenty of restaurants around, or you could just walk around the lake, spend some quiet time with yourself, make it some me time or some girlfriend getaway time. Either way, you need it in your life. Oh man. And if you have not picked up the Enlightened Woman Inspirational Reflections to Rediscover the Joy of Being You in Midlife and Beyond, don't hesitate to do that as well. We need each other as we walk through this journey together. So, thank you. I hope there was something that was said today that will help you do a radical reset so that you will return back to your North Star, that you would get a little bit more clarity about where you are, locate yourself, right? Ask yourself, what is it that you want? Allow the Holy Spirit to begin to speak to you and count your blessings, cut your losses. You can't change anything. Celebrate and let go, because even that doesn't define you. And look forward to where you are right now and where you want to go. And define for yourself the quality of life that you want to have. If it's peace, if it's joy, if it's love, if it's adventure, right? Even if it is literally just carving out some time for you to be with yourself, to catch up with yourself, then do that. Do that. Yay. I love it. Thank y'all for hanging out with me in the meditation room for Mondays in the meditation room with Dr. K for Midlife Musings. And make sure you follow me on IG and keep up, because there's always something good going on with us, either Mondays in the meditation room or our mental lounge on the move. I'm so excited about some stuff we got coming up, even as we get ready to prepare for World Menopause Awareness Month in October and Menopause Awareness Day on the 18th of October. I just believe that this is the best season of our lives, that we should see it as an opportunity to grow. We are getting rid of the stigma of talking about it, and we are growing in our awareness and knowledge of our own health and our bodies. We just doing it all holistic, spirit, soul, mind, body, relationally, financially, all of the above, because we are absolutely worthy of it. Love y'all. Have a peaceful and restful rest of your Monday, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon. Love y'all. Go on, walk in that radical reset. Love yourself a little bit more today than you did yesterday. Love y'all. See you soon.